Sam, we'll start first. 2-goal night. You draw into the rookie lead for goal scoring. What was going on with the stick here tonight?
Yeah, thought I got some nice bounces. The first one, just I think goals are scored around the net. I tried to get to the net front, and I was lucky enough for it to bounce right on my stick. I just tried to muscle it home, and the second one, I just tried to get pucks on net, and I trust my shot. I think it's probably my greatest asset. So I was lucky enough to beat the goalie there. I'm not sure it'll beat him every time, but if you put pucks on net, good things usually happen.
Starting to really see the top six kind of like solidified top two lines, and the way you, Carpenter, and Bailey are kind of mixing together. What's the chemistry like to kind of build that? Because it seems like everybody brings a little something different to the line.
Yeah, you kind of beat me to it. I think we all kind of bring something different. Bales is probably the fastest player I've ever played with or probably ever seen. So just try to put the puck in areas for him to race it and get to it and sustain some ozone time. I think Carpy, he's played almost 400 NHL games, so he's a really smart player. Gets him to the right spots, and I think they both have good IQ, and I try to get open and be a finisher.
For the game here tonight, just seems like it was back and forth, and you guys just couldn't find that next one. How were they able to kind of slow down the attack after you had your first two?
I think they scored, if not the next shift, within 2 shifts after each of our goals, and if we're going to try to win hockey games and make a playoff push here, that's not going to work. We're going to need to clean that up. I think goals after the shift, or shifts after the goal, they're probably the most important shifts of a game, minus the first shift of the game. So, I think we're just going to clean that up and get it into their zone and start hemming them in after our goals to try to take away their momentum. I think we gave them momentum, like I said, both times after we scored, and it's really hard to win a game if you do that.
You got to come right back out and do this one here. I know it's the start of a long stretch. Was it 4 games in 6 days for you guys? But what's the focus when you head back to the hotel and be ready to go tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I think we got to learn from this one, learn from our mistakes, and flush it pretty quickly. Like you said, we have a lot of games in a short amount of days, but I think our only focus right now is on to tomorrow. They have a really good lineup right now. I know they got some guys back from Vancouver. I have a couple of buddies on their team, and that's as good of an AHL lineup as we'll probably see. And I think it's good to know that we can play with those teams, but ultimately we have to start winning these games.
Hi, Kris. Seems like this one may have changed a little bit, the wind out of the sails when you lose a guy like Calle Clang 5-6 minutes into the game, but your team really rebounded there in the second, just couldn't find a couple more goals. But what did you see from this group?
Yeah, I thought we were, I thought we competed pretty hard tonight, actually, and it's never easy, coming in here last night, from a travel day, and then getting right to it this morning with pregame skate and then into the game, especially against a team that competes as hard as they do. But I thought our compete was there tonight.
Sam Colangelo with both goals for you guys. What are you seeing from that top line? You inject a guy like Justin Bailey on there, along with Ryan Carpenter and Sam with some of that shooting mentality. But it seems like everybody brings a little something, and it's really starting to gel and mesh together.
You said it exactly. They complement each other well. You got Sam, who's obviously a goal scorer, a guy that's scored a lot of goals in this league, and then you got Carpy, who he's a responsible player and sees the ice very well, and then you got Bailey, who's kind of a mix of he scores, he's fast, he's plays in your face, and so it's nice to see the three of them sort of taking over as a real strong line for us, and you know what you're going to get out of them most nights.
Oscar Dansk has to come in kind of spot duty after the injury. The couple other last two goals kind of seem like odd bounces or just kind of go their way to backdoor kind of plays. But how'd you see the way Oscar responded, jumped in when the team needed him at this moment?
Yeah, it's not easy when when you get thrown in like that. And I thought he gave us a chance to win for sure and made some great saves at some critical moments. And I'm just thinking back to the third period, and Carson Meyer has a absolutely glorious opportunity in front of the net. It hits a shin pad, with a wide open net. If that goes in, maybe it's a different game. But it's a quick turnaround for tomorrow. I guess we know that we can play with them. Be excited to get after it tomorrow.
What do you want to see your team change when you go into tomorrow? I know the compete's there. You bring that again. It seems like this group is right there, ready to go for taking 2 points.
Yeah, I don't think we have to change much. We just results. It's like that's what we're all craving. And 2-2 game in the third period. You get those chances around the net. Let's finish them. Let's give ourselves the best chance to win. We'll have to dive into the video to see what tactically we can change, but in terms of the compete and the effort, I think we're happy with it.